Hello and welcome back to another vlog. This vlog is going to be Artist Diaries, and I'm going to warn you, but it's going to be kind of all over the place. I am just going to try to gather some video clips here and there throughout the month of February and kind of put it all into this one vlog. I realized that I have not been able to commit myself to finishing one video in a weekend or a week in a life with me, so I think this is gonna kind of be the best option for me, is to create like an Artist Diaries type of video, at least like once a month or once every other month, whatever kind of like aligns with the schedule that I currently have now. But today is February 21st, I believe. There's been a lot of like pretty cool, interesting stuff throughout the month. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys kind of get like an outside perspective on some of the things that goes on in my life. And obviously it's not going to be everything, but it's just going to be like little things here and there. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut it to the next clip. So I'm part of the Poshmark like consignment community, so if somebody has clothes that they want to put on Poshmark but they necessarily don't want to post it themselves, Poshmark kind of like assigns you to a consignment bagger and they send you their clothes. And so the first task of the day is get these Poshmark clothes, well, get my space organized a little bit because it's a mess. Second, get my Poshmark consignment bag, clothes that are in there or whatever products that are in there, taken pictures of, uploaded on Poshmark, and then after that we will figure that out as time goes. I mainly have a bin of like a whole bunch of frame matting and just a bunch of frames, to be honest, in here, and I had to bring it down because I needed the mat for this one. So I put it in this frame, got it off Amazon, nothing fancy, just so I can at least hang it up in my room. I need to put this back up. So I had to change because we're more than likely going to go to the gym here soon. But what I typically do is just get like a white hanger, and I haven't opened this bag up, so I'm really hoping there's no bugs or anything that comes out. If you hear me scream, it more than likely means there's something. Hi, good morning. Good morning, Onyx. Hey, hey. Hi, Onyx, good morning. Tina, good morning. Good morning, you guys. And one thing about doing this is like you honestly get to see the type of fashion and like styles that people choose and the brands that people choose, and you kind of see a little bit of who they are and their personality, or I mean, I guess if you're getting rid of these or whatever, what your personality used to be. Muscle King. Come on, Zena. So with the Poshmark consignment, you're pretty much listing the products for other people, and you're getting a portion of what you list on the listing to, you earn a portion of that, but then a portion is also sent to the person who actually like owns these clothes. And then Poshmark obviously gets a little bit of percentage because that's just their platform. I really, really hope that one day they lower their fees, because paying like so much for shipping for even just the smallest items, it just doesn't make sense to me. We're just gonna go ahead, post these on Poshmark, and then after that we are going to change. I'm gonna do a fit check, and it's 72 degrees today in San Diego. The other weekends, they were around like 80, 85 degrees. And so it is still a little bit warm out, but also when you're not in the sun and you're in the shade, it feels more chilly. So we're gonna figure out what outfit we're gonna wear. But first, let's get these posted on Poshmark and let the owner know that we got the items and we are going to put them up. One thing I really love about this room is that it has the bathroom. So we're gonna wash our hands. And this is a nice thing about when guests do come over, like they use this room. So I have like a blow up mattress, and then I push everything to the side, put stuff in the closet, whatever, clean out the bathroom. But the nice thing about like anybody who does visit, they have their own bathroom. So they don't like, we're not using the same bathrooms. And I know some people are like weird about that stuff, especially if you want to take a shower. Like, you don't want to come out with a towel on you, or sometimes you just don't want to use the same bathroom as somebody else. You want your own privacy. So this is such a nice little feature that they have with this room, but also it takes up obviously space. So I guess what you can say is, what this closet could have been more space in the room, and this could have actually been like a walk-in closet, but I guess I prefer the bathroom. All right, let me get my desk cleaned up now. Oh man, I forgot to order the command strips. Dang it. Okay, maybe I can still order them in time, because I submitted an order for my dogs to have their wipes, because we wipe off their paws and their areas almost every time that we come inside. More or less their paws now, just because they've been drying out, so we've been having to put balm on them a lot. But we definitely have to wipe out their areas. You imagine they jump on you, they're going to be jumping on they're going to be on the couch, they're going to be on your stuff, and the last thing you want is to have like remnants of pee and poop on your items. Should I just do 28 pairs or 14 pairs? Let's do 14 for now. Okay, add to today's delivery, and yay, we'll be able to hang this drawing up later. Check. Okie dokie, we stepped out and now we are in North Park. We are about to go to Verbatim. This is the hubby. If anybody hasn't seen him, this is the hubby. This year is going to be our 10-year anniversary, so it's pretty important. But we are in North Park. We're going to go to Verbatim, which is a pretty cool book place in San Diego, and just do some walking. And if we grab some food, I'll get that in here too. But let's go explore some books. Garfield.
This is 30 bucks.
Alrighty, we stopped at this place called Gelati and Picati. It's right over here. And let's see. Yum. Oh, he cut them all in pieces.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Let's eat.
Chose this one.
She chose one.
Mortadella and pistachio.
Let's go.
And you got, what did you get?
Rabia.
And then,
That's the potato, truffle oil, and prosciutto.
yeah.
Let's go. Yummy.
Eat the one that I chose.
Oh yeah. Delish. Haha.
Super yummy.
Let's go. All right. She's gonna enjoy now. Peace.
All right, so we just got home. I ended up getting the command strips in the mail, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some on my drawing so I can hang it up on the wall. Already 4:36 and the sunlight is already going down, so it's gonna get a little dark in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on printing out and putting the outline of my painting that I want to do for one of my videos. I'm going to start doing that, and then probably just see what else I can do for the rest of the day. So yeah, so right now we're just hanging out, to be honest. I'll put these away in here. Let me cut this in half. Oh yeah, much easier to peel off. I think maybe like right here would be good, just so there's spacing in between all of these, because if I try to line it up, it just doesn't really make sense. So we're gonna go for it. We're gonna see how it turns out. Here. Okay. I honestly think it's pretty straight, so let me know what you guys think. Hold on, let me adjust. Okay. I think it's pretty straight. And I do like it up there. I think maybe I just need to figure out, or maybe my next art or whatever, I can put some more over here, but I like it so far. To be honest, I completely forgot that my husband and I were going to start reading every day. So he got a book, and then I have some books in my basket up on the shelf that I bought but never really like opened up, and a lot of them are art books. So maybe I'm hoping to have like more of an inspiration after reading more art, because although I have the books, I don't typically tend to go for them. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, let me see. Okay, so these are the ones that I have. I haven't opened this one, so maybe this can inspire me some. Vermeer's book. I got this in Europe.
Name of the Wind, the King Killer Chronicle. Day 1.
All right, so my husband and I read for 20 minutes, and I was so exhausted. I ended up having to take like a 15-minute nap. But the book that I showed you guys, the Vermeer, it's obviously about him and his life, and I got through 10 pages before I started like dozing off. But it's interesting because all I ever knew of Vermeer was the girl with the pearl earring, and she's known as like the Dutch Mona Lisa. But at that time when he created his paintings, like he was a very small artist, because also during the same time in the 1600s, how do you pronounce it? Remembrance, or yeah, Rembrandt. It's like a tongue twister for me. But he was like the big artist during that time, and he was very popular, and people were, all about him. And so Vermeer was actually just kind of like a small artist. He had collectors, which thankfully, from the collectors that saved his artwork, decades later, he was then later discovered or rediscovered, and was seen as like one of also the greatest Dutch painters during his time as well. And it's just nice to, I guess, hear that kind of story, especially from artists in the past, because like nowadays we hear about them, we know all about them, we see their paintings, and as me being a small artist and trying to be a small business owner, but it is very hard personally for me, just because I can sell you guys prints. I can try to put my stuff on like items, but I'm not the type of artist that does like the doodles and the washi tapes and the stickers. And I wish I had the type of brain that they had, because it's all so creative, and I love watching those types of artists who like Julian doodles, apple cheeks, uncomfy. Like they're all ones that I watch in the background while I create my art, because also it's not easy to create like that simple art. And I know with I saw Apple Cheeks like old artwork that she created during her university days, and I think even before that, like she did a lot of pretty realistic, impressive like artworks, where to see like the artwork that she does now, I'm like, that's so different, but it's also so like playful and colorful, and I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to get to the point where I can be okay with not being so critical and just being more free with my art. Maybe years down the line, but right now I'm a perfectionist. So anyways, that was a long tangent. All of that, like I said, with with him being the small artist and like becoming bigger later on in life, it's really awesome to read. And like I said, I'm only 10 pages into the book, so as the days go on, I'm gonna learn more about him, the artworks that he created, and all that. Which that's also something that I really want to get into, is understanding and learning art history, especially from artists that I can have a conversation about. Second thing. So I'm like second thing. Second thing. So I went on my email and I submitted my artwork, 5 different artworks, to one of the galleries that is a local art gallery. They're doing like a girls gallery at this it's called Shift Gallery in Ocean Beach, and girls gallery is going to be hosted at the end of February, and they were looking for female artists and artworks. They want to showcase like 50 artworks, and so I submitted 5 of them at the beginning of this week, and one of them was selected. And so when the curator, the director responded back, he responded back with not telling me which one was selected, so I ended up having to ask him. But he selected my serval pastel drawing, and honestly, like, I'm excited because one of my artworks got chosen, but I was really, really hoping that he was going to choose the girl painting, just because I'm like, it's a girls gallery. Maybe he's going to choose this big painting that I can finally get out of my bedroom, or the art studio. But it was this one that I was really hoping he would select. Maybe that is going to be something that the other gallery that I also submitted artwork to may select. I'm like, just fingers crossed, you know what I mean? But let me show you guys the serval, since I have it packed away, and I'm going to need to find a frame to frame it. So, all right, so this is the one that got selected for the art gallery. Halftime show. Honestly, seeing Bad Bunny's performance was pretty cool. It is Thursday, February 19, and thanks for the voice effects. And I have to drop off my artwork to a gallery tomorrow. My serval. This was done in pastel on pastel mat. Don't mind this. This is just like the protective corner of the actual frame. I ended up getting the frame from Michael's. I just put it in the protective because I don't want the edges to get like messed up. But I have to drop this off tomorrow at the gallery. I also ended up having to do the hanging wire on the back of it. I guess I can show you. So this is my hanging wire job. Not too bad, not too shabby. And I ended up using just this regular hanging wire. I'll put the link for like the Amazon link below in the description if you guys are interested. Super rainy today on Thursday, and I was gonna go back to Michael's today to try to find a different frame, but it's okay. We're just gonna stick with this one.
You want me to get you, my baby?
So maybe we'll check out the gallery if you got some time. You can go right through it, okay?
Oh, awesome. Appreciate it.
Enjoy. Yeah, take your time.
Here you go, man.
Yeah, that's cool. I love the blacklight ones.
Yeah, those are always cool.
These are so cool. Oh, it's all just a bunch of like different artists. Eyeball earrings.
Oh, yeah, needed.
Yeah. Look at some girl came up to me. She's like, "Do you want a rubber?" She's like, "Do you want a duck?" I was like, "Sure." And she gave me this little tiny duck. So I'm gonna put that on my desk. Got some pizza. Yummy. Of course, I chose. Nice. I picked this one, and the hubby picked this one. Yeah. Pizza first, and then we're gonna go back to our art. Huh?
This is how I do that.
Yummy. Alrighty, using my camera microphone, but my hubby and I are on the way to the art gallery showing that is going on tonight. It's at Shift GG in like Oceanside, or in OB, Ocean Beach in San Diego. This is kind of the fit. I'll try to show you guys. But I'm excited. I'm gonna try to get some videos tonight, but also I want to meet like a lot of the artists, so I'm really looking forward to meeting some more women artists, and yeah, hopefully have a good night. Probably only gonna be there for about like 2 hours just because we have to come home and give the dogs a bath. It's gonna be like midnight by that time, and we have to go tomorrow to LA, so it's been a busy week, but yeah, I'm excited. So let's go to the art show. You look handsome.
Hey, well, thank you, Miss Beautiful. You look gorgeous yourself. What one?
Oh, wait.
What you saying? Say blood.
Still.
There we go. Nice, my baby.
And then the Gaslamp Quarter.
Yeah,
that street's wild.
Yeah, I know.
Wild.
Oh.
Like I remember I walked down that street.
Yeah, because Fifth Avenue, they just shut me
Right here.
Kitchen next door has some good food.
Yeah, there's no traffic right now. I have some ideas. I wrote a feature, and I have some ideas. I just want to get back to like focusing on that writing, and then
Yeah, that Frieze LA, you already know what it is. We're gonna go.
10-year-old daughter, so I know there's no way.
Please and thank you. At the end of the program, the fellas realize new moving image works inspired by the theme. And the audience award goes to Devin Oginfor Jr.
because like you came up, I was like,
I'm trying to put your phone. I looked at that emoji. I'm like,
I was like, I already got you with. It worked earlier when we bumped. Right. We bumped earlier. It worked.
Even now.
We out now. On to the next thing. Got the audience award locked in. It's time to just see where we fly. Let's go.
Closed.
The ability to customize it to your liking.
Right.
That's the whole goal behind it.
Okay.
And for more practical use, say if you don't the airflow at low, medium, and high, you can also check noise cancellation.
Wow.
That's passive.
Hey David, I see you're rocking a white t-shirt and glasses, and your friends in the back seem pretty into the demo, especially with that red plaid shirt and photo-taking vibe.
27.0 cubic feet of storage space.
Yeah, it's great.
Hey, he's a drummer.
Bravo.
Bravo. Encore. Encore.
She's definitely right on the rise. I really like getting into
Joe's.
Aw.
Pretzel bites.
Gotta be.
yeah, it's pay attention.
So it's not a good egg.
All black filmmakers. So we have our first film. I saw our first film today is Jules, which was directed by.
This is the first time we screen this film in front of an audience. So this is its world premiere. It's a world premiere.
See, I told you. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I should have slept on
Put
it.
Jordan in if you want to win.
All right, so I haven't had really the time to sit down and really process everything that happened because there was so much that we were doing the last week of February, and it was like two of the biggest things that has happened this year. First being I got accepted into the It's a Girls Gallery at Shift Gallery in Oceanside, or not Oceanside, I'm sorry, in Ocean Beach, San Diego area. And then second thing was the LA Frieze Art Festival, which includes the film festival with that Dutch Bank partnered with, that my husband was in one of the films. He was the main and sole actor for Julian, and they recorded that back in November, and it was released to the public in February. They had about a month, or no, at the end, I think it was at the end of January, and then they had until February 23rd to finish kind of like watching and voting. And they had like two different awards, which was the jury award, and the second one was the audience award. So they ended up winning the audience award. And as you saw in one of the videos, Devin, he was the director of that. He was the director and writer of the short film. And so it was really cool to experience that. It was typically not the type of setting that we're really ever in, but it would be nice to be able to be part of that community a little bit more and meet more people and meet more like people who appreciate art in all its forms. Second thing was the It's a Girls Gallery. So that one, I submitted an application. It was completely free. Typically, those types of applications are not free. You have to pay, but that one was completely free. My serval was selected, and then so I dropped off my serval, I think it was like February 19th or February 20th. And then gallery had the opening night, I think it was the 27th. No. It was the 25th. And it was a Wednesday night, and it was cool because you get to see like all these other different art and different people that sometimes you wonder how their brain works with the art that they produce. So it's cool to see in person. Got to meet some cool people, got to connect with some cool people. I think it was so today's like March 14. I think it was about a week ago, I got a notification from the gallery that my serval sold. So mind you, this is like my second gallery that I've ever been in. First one for 2026, and this is my first original drawing that has been sold. And I was like in disbelief at first. I was like, hold on, did he message the wrong person? But yeah, no, my serval sold, and it's such a great feeling to know that somebody saw my piece. They fell in love with it to the point that they wanted to purchase it and hang it up in their home. And later, I found out that the collector who purchased this piece is actually a local resident of Ocean Beach. So that's another cool thing that I know somewhere in that area, my drawing is going to be hanging up on somebody's wall. But yeah, it was a really, really cool experience, and I definitely have submitted a couple more of my artworks into other galleries because I really want to push myself out there and put myself in the artist type of world. Because I think the past, when I really dived into drawing and going back into my art and seeing this as a avenue that I wanted to go in, that was at the beginning of 2023, and it's already been 3 years. So I think throughout the 3 years, I've been kind of slowly trying to find what I like, practicing, getting better, finding different techniques, learning, not afraid to try new things. And if I fail, I fail. But it's been, those past 3 years have kind of been steps leading up to this year where I really want to be and where I really want to push myself out there, be in galleries, like I said, and markets. I do want to look at markets, and I am going to do a Patreon because I want to do snail mail. So that's definitely something to look forward to this year. Oh, I guess with that whole thing, I did submit my artwork to a couple more galleries. One of the galleries actually reached back to me a couple days ago, and one of my artworks were selected. It was this one. This is actually one that I created I think it was like last spring to end of spring to beginning of summer, I believe. And you can interpret it how you want to interpret it. I'm not gonna let you guys know like what I was thinking when I created it, because I want people to be able to see it and kind of like give me the different perspectives of what they think the painting is. So there's that. Let me know what you guys think of the painting and what you thought was going through my head when I created it. But that is going to be one of the ones that I drop off on March 22nd at the gallery. It's actually going to be a gallery in Oceanside. So it's two different things, Ocean Beach, Oceanside. So this one is going to be at Covet Gallery. They do have an opening night. I'll put the details over here because I don't have them in my head right now. But that's going to be at the gallery for about a month. And then I also submitted a couple of my other paintings to a gallery in Seaport Village, which is kind of like where downtown San Diego is. So fingers crossed I get into that one because it's a oils only gallery. So meaning like oil paints only. It's been a crazy busy time and exciting time, and I have a lot of different projects that I want to create. And a lot of the time before my serval even sold, I was like, literally the day before, I was like, am I just doing this just to do this? Like, art takes up so much time. Am I actually getting somewhere with it? And then when my drawing sold, I was like, okay, I feel better. Not the fact that it sold, but it's the fact that people actually like connected with a piece, like supported me as a local, like small local artist, to be like, let me have her art on my wall. So that was kind of like a checkbox off of, no, like you're doing what you're doing a good job. Pretty sure a lot of artists go through the same thing in their head, and when that moment comes, they're like, okay, now I know I'm actually doing what I want to do, and it's making a difference, and people are connecting with it. So I think that was a very long outro, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see me doing anything else, let me know. I'm gonna share a couple paintings that I have later on in a couple more videos down the line, and some other artworks. So if you guys have anything you want me to do a video about, let me know. And as always, love yourself, love your family, love your life. Thank you guys for being here. Bye.